Hello everyone, me again. I'm doing an update of my an update an update of my craft room. I've been busy cleaning, rearranging, sorting. It's been a feat. So I thought I'd do an update and so that you can all see what I've been busy doing. So we are open. I'll just shut my door. This used to be my bedroom. I'll just give you a quick panorama of the room, and you can get a slight vision. Let's go back a bit. So there's the door I've just come in. The steps that come in handy for these shelves here. I have lots of different pieces of furniture that I've put together just to serve a purpose. It's a very bright sunny day, so I might actually close those blinds a bit more actually. And that's going to be too dark, so I do apologise for the glare. But it is lovely and sunny, and these days are rare now as summer is coming to an end. So yeah, you can see I've managed to pack quite a bit in here. It's a lovely big room, as you can see, double aspect there with the two windows, so it's lovely and light because it's an old house and can be a bit dark, especially downstairs, but upstairs it's a lot brighter. So yeah, there's a quick panorama for you. And I'll start at this side. As you can see, I've got lots of different bits of furniture on this wall. At the top, which is housing some books, you can see they're actually two shoe racks, very cheap, you know, self-assembly things, but they were the right size to fit on top of these units because I wanted to have a complete wall of storage kind of. So there's like some books at the top there. The oak veneered coloured unit used to be cube boxes, but I took the shelf out in the middle and I just use them as bookcases now. These units here, they're not Kallax ones, they're from another home retailer popular in the UK named Argos. So there's, yeah, two units there that I've got side by side. All the books are vintage up here. Some sort of modern but still vintage books, but the majority are vintage. These are all really useful for my collaging and journaling, for making my journals. And some I can't even break into, they're just nice to look at and read. There's some, get a bit closer, you can see what kind of books I've got. But all handy for ephemera. Some vintage tins there. That's an old telephone collection box there with our late Queen's initials on. And some more vintage books up there. I'm sure some books you'll recognise that you use yourself, especially those ones. I have a couple. I've actually got one that I've torn into elsewhere. That letter J there, I created myself. It's just a papier-mâché letter that I've just collaged put little bits of interest on. And yes, the meaning of life is 42. I'm sure if those who understand what that means. Now, those old keys there I actually got, now don't laugh at me and don't scream at me, from Temu. They're about £1 something and I couldn't resist. They're actually hard iron keys, so yeah, I was really pleased with them. My plants are faux in this house, they aren't real. They don't seem to grow very well and they have a tendency of dying, and I hate when plants die. But it's quite a dark house. Up here it's a lot lighter, but elsewhere it's pretty dark. And over here you can see I have some wire shelving, and it just houses little pins and things that I can easily find, like it's like paper clips, bulb pins, hitch post, book corners, if you can see there, lots of different things. Some of my own creations, and that wire work there was a creation of mine as well, just using some tumblestones and some copper wire. I created a sort of tree there. I've also got some macrame that I've now completed. This side is the same, more bits and pieces. As you can see, all great storage. These jars used to house marmalade, so they were all recycled. As you can see, I've had a lot of marmalade. I think I told you that before in the last tour. Some more macrame up there and down here. I think some of you pronounce it macrame, but here in the UK I believe it's macrame. That's more of my, that's one of my creations there. This door here houses a lot of empty like cardboard boxes. It also has my ironing board and what have you, because I use this space here usually to do my ironing. But I put that away just for you guys today because I didn't think you'd want to see an ironing board. So yeah, excuse me. Just got some sari silks hanging down there. Some journals that I've created on those shelves there, waiting for their new homes. And some more creations of mine, some cards, some collages. You've probably seen them if you follow me on Instagram. Over here I have my printer. It's an Epson 3850. I find it brilliant because I have printed a lot of digitals and you very rarely have to refill the ink, so very economical in that respect. That's the paper I like to use in my journals. It's 120 GSM, so it's a good sturdy paper for inside journals and for working on and creating on. Over here I've just got some, these are boxes that I've created, well decorated should I say, recycled. They used to be shoe boxes, and I've just got some book paper in there and various bits of created ephemera. Down here I've got some dolly pegs, as I call them. just the old-fashioned wooden clothes pegs, and I've got some trims on there and twines, well, twines basically, and some laces. There's some buttons at the back there, and I think in that one we've got some tumblestones. These two little drawers here. I'll show you what's in these ones first. Let's do it in logical fashion. There's just some Dauber sponges there for inking. There's just some tapes in there. There's some clean Daubers replacements there, sponges, and just some writing inks there, various colours. And this drawer has cardstock of various colours. It's mainly for making cards. And there's envelopes in there that go with them. Here I've just got some, there's like non-vintage envelopes. And this one, I've got paper bags. I'll take that out, you'll probably see them better. These are good for journals, some recycled, some new. And in this drawer, I've just got like zips and various bits of fabric in there, nothing too exciting. There's some fabric scraps in that one. I've tried to organise them by colour and type. And this one at the top here, I just sort of tried to fold them so that I could see everything, because they were sort of turned sort of flat. So I've put them on their sides just so I can see them a bit better. That's that drawer. Over there I have my fan. It can get quite warm in here. It's probably about twice a year, but it can. Not sure what happened here. Let's get that right. Just a little index card holder there. It's just got empty index cards in. This one has my embroidery threads. And these little drawers I decorated myself using it was a My Porch Prints kit, which is specially made for this purpose. It's got tea bags in there. There's more tea bags in that one. I've got Rolodex sleeves in there, which I haven't found a purpose for yet, because they're the sort of newish, like paper type. I've just got some glassine envelopes in there, mini ones, coin envelopes, metal book plates, and split pins, some plastic tags. There's some mini paper dolls in there, and Tim Holtz, and these are Tim Holtz chipboard quotes and chipboard ephemera in there. This one has just got little sewing notions in there. It's just a little table there that I've just got my laptop on, and there's also a vintage typewriter, which is very good for creating some ephemera. And I'll just move this trolley out of the way. In this one here, I've got my napkins. I won't get it out. But yeah, you know what napkins look like. Various types of napkins in there. Great for decoupaging and the like. I've housed some digitals from Creations, you know, any leftover digitals in this one. And I think in the bottom one, I've got some vintage paperwork ready for scanning one day. In that box there, I've just got photo papers, vellum papers, label papers, things like that, which also come in handy. This one just houses little bits of ephemera that I've tried to organise into type. On this wall over here, I have some more of my creations there, some tags, which you'll also see on Instagram if you follow me. I'll link my Instagram account down below. And here are some journals that I've created. There's some spooky ones there. This is Mr. Cockerel. Let me say hello to you all. I think that's it. That was the first ever journal I created there. Kept it for nostalgia, but it's amazing how far you come. Let's move out of the way, but yeah, these are all journals that I created, apart from the last three there in the corner. The one at the far back there on the right, left rather, is from Roxy Creations. It's a tailor-made journal one there, and also a Tracy Fox Love Junk Journals journal in that blue bag there. There's some more that I've created. This one here is the latest one, and the others are Christmas journals. Well, three of them are, and then the one at the end there, a little travel journal, and a little sort of flip-flop type. This was a Christmas one I created. Oh, sorry. Camera angle, pretty crap there. But it's one of those, you know, the type that flips and flops. And also I did some Rolodex art. Sort of recycled an old Rolodex thing there, and I just got some bits of art in there that I created. A little project I did last year, again on Instagram. Those baskets at the top there, I've just got some projects yet to be completed, and I've just got loads of cardstock and various items for journaling on over there. This nice box was actually bought with some Etsy vouchers that I got for Christmas. So it's not vintage, it's a reproduction. But it has all my recycled envelopes, coffee dyed envelopes, created envelopes, stuff like that in there. And here I've got some like coffee dyed, tea dyed, even beetroot dyed. And when I say beetroot dyed, in the UK, I don't know if it's a worldwide thing, but we have pickled beetroot. When I'd finished the jar that I was using, there was lots of this lovely red, or deep, you know, deep red colour. And I thought, you know how it goes. Yes, I decided to dye some paper. And I was thinking, oh, I bet this smells of vinegar and all sorts, but actually no, it doesn't. After a while the smell goes. But yeah, it's just a very light pink. But yeah, give it a go. Everything's for giving a go. I've just got some cardstock there, old file folders, handmade papers, straw papers. In the bottom drawer here I've just got some other bits of ephemera, old cards, there's film strips in them, brown envelopes, tea cards, photo slides, all sorts, tags, mini tags there. And some more bookshelves down here, again with some old books and some ephemera storage there. all important sweetie jar. I forget that's there half the time. And some more ephemera storage. There's sort of charms for making journal jewellery, label makers, some more books down there, and down there. Some more stuff for jewellery making in those little boxes there. Jelly plate, yet to be christened. More ephemera storage. I've got embossing folders down there and my plates for my Sizzix. There's a sidekick there. And I've got all my distress oxides in this unit. Yes, I have every single one. Don't judge me, but I do use them. These are just distress oxides, not inks. Because they are more versatile. You can use them for lots of things, watercolouring, paper dyeing, all sorts. I have cardstock at the side there as well that I use. At that side. And I'll do my desk last. Over here, just got another little, there's another one of my creations there. You can see the sun shining on it. By the light of the moon. I do a lot of crafting by the moonlight. There's some tags, a collection of tags there I did with one of Dash of Dave's kits. There's my envelope scoring board there. Some hidden paper clips. Another vintage tin there. But yeah, I just find these in the local charity shops whenever I'm browsing. Another lovely Oxo Cube tin there. That's my recent piece of work, again on Instagram. And there's also some Christmas tags that I did. It was part of Love Junk Journals, the Facebook group. I think it was a couple of years ago now. We did some Christmas tags. That's them all there. I've got a lovely little set of sewing drawers there, which I picked up locally. It has an open top. Yeah, I just created a little top for it so that I could, yeah, just covered it with Tim Holtz measuring tapes. Yeah, just got all sewing notions in them boxes. I won't try and open them with one hand because they are a bit stiff. Here I have my little sewing machine. It's just a simple, cheap, I think it was about £80 or something, Little Brother sewing machine. And it just does various straight stitches and zigzag stitches. And I think some buttonholes, but I've never used that one. Here I've got some wax seals and the waxes themselves, something about the sunlight there. And I've just got some clear drawers, some storage. As you can see, there's fabric washes. That one's got embossing stuff in there, heat embossing, paper flowers and strings. Just got like some more little bits down there in them ones, but they're really good. You can see what you've got. Just easier to find things. Over here, it's like a built-in wardrobe. I use it for storage, obviously. Recently, when cleaning this room, I had all my dies and they were doing my head in because I couldn't see what I had. So I decided to get these magnetic sheets and stick them onto the wardrobe doors here. And I can see everything that I've got now, and it's great because I've used so much more of them. All I have to do is glance at the wall and see what I've got. And yeah, so much simpler. and they're out of the way. In this cupboard, it's basically storage. I've got some old diaries up there, frames, some books that I could probably alter, some packaging stuff, lots of stuff for recycling. I've got my old Amazon bags there, paper, you know, packing paper, loads more packing paper, and boxes, cardboard, but that's all goes in here. But you don't want to look at that all the time, so it's nice to shut it away. So that's all in there. So I'll go further down. You've seen those books, haven't you? Yeah. Further down, I've got in the cube units. I don't have a huge amount of scrapbooking paper, but what I do have is generally Tim Holtz stuff, and I've got them there. I tend to hoard them now because he doesn't make them anymore. I do go into them, but it's usually for special projects. Everything's a special project, isn't it? But you know what I mean. I'll just move this trolley out of the way. In this little box here, I've got like recycled sari, silks, seam bindings, my journals. This one I've got ribbons and trims in that one. This one I've got neutral fabrics in there, rusted fabrics. And in the bottom here, I'm trying to organise some fabric scraps, mainly neutral ones. Yeah, that's all in there. I wonder how long this organisation will last. Staying at the bottom here, just got some handy items for journal making. Some more strings, stuff for macrame. This one here has got all my laces in. That's some vintage, some new. That's all in that basket. Yeah, one of my faux plants. Let's move that to the side. That little box there was one of my creations. It's like a little book box. But yeah, that's made using Tim Holtz. That's an example of Tim Holtz paper there, the scrapbooking paper. Just got my laminator there and just some file storage there. Over here, again, it's mostly just storage. I've got wooden stuff in there. I've got just envelopes and plastic bags and things in that one. I've got paints, art making stuff in there. This one has just got my craft iron, my glue gun, and I think at the bottom I've got some moulding trays and stuff. But yeah, that's all in there. This one, this is everything Christmas related in there. This one, I've just got fabric interfacing, and I think there's some embroidery stuff at the bottom, yeah, like hoops and stuff. This one, I've got my yarns, lots of different yarns. I do a little bit of crochet now and again, bit of knitting, but they're also handy for trims. Just got loads of felt in that one. That's my snap gun there, and some snaps. I think that's those, yeah. Oh, here I've just got some recycled acetate and that for making little windows in cards. So that's basically But yeah, I've got some steps there as well, which are handy to get up there. And we'll go over to my desk now, I think, and my trolleys. So yeah, here I've got my ephemeras folders and some vintage books that I pull from regularly. There's like the old stamp catalogue there is brilliant. I've got a French dictionary and German, the old Gothic font book there, and a book that's falling apart with vintage pages in. There's a ephemera folder. The striped one there is my stamp album. A lot of vintage stamps. If you want to see anything in deeper detail, just leave a comment down below and I'll give you a flip through or something. Here I've just got my cutting board and a scoring board and a smaller cutting mat there. This one holds my filming clamp there. It's one of the flexible ones, and I have to remind myself every time I move it that I'm also moving the thing that it's attached to. Sometimes everything collapses. I've just got like my scissors there, my clock, some rulers, some watercolours, some little bits that I use regularly. Got my larger trimmer there, some taller rulers. These little things are self-explanatory. There's like blades in there for my cutting knives, all sorts in that one. Created wax seals in there, eyelets, brads, metal clips and pins in the one at the end. And on my desk, let's give you a little pan of my desk here, and my most used things that I keep close to me. I have this is the general ink that I use, which is Vintage Photo, and that's my dauber for that one. I also use at the moment Scorched Timber. I'm in love with that. It has a real dark edge to it, so I love that. But yeah, this little thing I got from Etsy, and it's really handy. You can put your lid on there and use your ink. If I can remember the shop, I'll try and link it down below. But that's really handy. It wasn't that expensive either. There's just a little trinket jar there, some clips, and when I'm creating, I just got my power cords are all stuck there. This one are my other distress inks, but yeah, as you can see, these are all the distress inks I've got. I basically just got these for framing my work, you know, like if I'm doing a card, just to sort of edge it with stuff. And I've got the Scorched Timber, Vintage Photo, I've got Ground Espresso, Black Soot, and I think hiding there is Antique Linen. But those are all the distress inks I've got. Like I say, I use the oxides. Quite a lot. And that old vintage box was gifted to me by my brother a long time ago. That's really handy for storing my inks in there. And his little Yoda, he keeps me company. My lighting in here is a strip, like a double strip light, which I prefer. I did used to have a ring light, but the glare on them when you're creating is horrendous, and I know I could probably have a separate desk light when I'm not filming, but this serves both. You can have real bright lights for filming and also a nice natural light for creating, so that's really good. Up there, just got some artwork that I found. Just Fly Me to the Moon on it. A little cat sitting on the moon there. Where were we? Right, yes, Yoda. That's another box that I got from some Christmas vouchers for Etsy. Again, reproduction, little storage box there, wooden. And I've just got all my punches, like hole punches, corner rounder, corner chomper, whatever you call it, crocodile, some scissors that I generally use, a smaller fussy cutting scissors are up there. There's emery boards, bone folder, watercolour pen, pencils, just stuff like that. And my cutting blade. That to me is the best one. Cheap, easily replaceable blades, easy to use, works. Recommend. I've used a few. Up here I've just got like a, it's not a real card catalogue box, it's actually made of cardboard. I think somebody bought me that as a gift, and it's just got let's see if I can open it. It's got some reproduction catalogue cards in there and some nice looking, old looking envelopes. But yeah, that just sits up there. I've got some more clear units here, little drawers, and this one I've got like stickles, you know, sparkly things, pill drops things, you know, dimensional pill things, you know what I mean. There's some Ranger crayons there, distress crayons. I've got Sharpies in there and stuff as well. This nice colourful one is all my Posca pens. I've got some Stabilo watercolour pencils there. They're really great. Got some alcohol inks in this one. Some distress, some others as well. And just a little handy hint, I use old felt from Adobe for the alcohol inks instead of buying separate pads for it. If you've got old felt, use that up because it sticks to the Velcro on your dauber, and away you go. Here I've got mica stains. I'm really in love with mica stains at the moment. I love those. They're distress ones again. Washi tapes of all kinds, all makers, in these cotton drawers here. Ones that I generally use. This is all my washi tapes. I don't like to have a huge load. I mean, I struggle to get through the ones that I've got, to be honest, so it's like until I get through this lot I'm not buying anymore, because you can get a bit of, you know, crazy getting all this stuff and it just has to go somewhere, you know. It's crazy. I've just got some tags that I created from scraps there, which will be for future projects. There's my bone folder, my glue rubber, just a nice little trinket dish there. And I use the Tonic Media Mat mostly, because I do use a lot of inks, and it's just handy to water down your inks on there and plop your paints down and stuff. It's just great. But yeah, it does have a lot of glare. Maybe sometime in the future I may do some creations, but I do have a, I think over there, I do have another mat, which, you know, is just one of the plain non-glossy type. Under my desk I have, in this one I've just got my bookbinding stuff. It's just needles, threads, clips, that kind of thing, so it's all handy. And there's just some wet wipes that come in handy. There's my book cradle when I'm punching my signatures. These drawers have just got little bits in. There's like sponge for mark making. I've just got my sticky tapes in there, double-sided tapes, etc. Some big punches use. There's just embossing powder and a little embossing powder collector there in that drawer. This one has got like little wooden items. Get into the light. And stuff for decorating in the future. And I've just got some big punches in there and a bag of shells. You never know. Here I've got my larger scoring board. And in this trolley, it is movable, but it tends to just stay in this area. This is the latest journal that I've yet to do a flip through for. It's a Marie Antoinette one. So yeah, watch this space, that'll be a flip through soon. I've just got some handy disposable gloves there, especially when I'm using the alcohol inks. Alright, in these drawers I've got like scrap, these are like neutral paper. In that one, got scrap cardstock in this one. I've got some handy cardstock just to have to hand. In this one, I've got some Tim Holtz bits in here. But yeah, this is all Tim Holtz in here. This one, I have some more Tim Holtz stuff. Velcro dots, bling, and some lovely, it's like gold leaf on a netting, which is really great, which you'll see some in my next flip through. In here I've just got some adornments. There's some cabochons that I've created there, just using digitals and stuff. And here's some more yet to be created on. Really good for journal jewellery and stuff. There's some drawer pulls that I might use. Some examples were on those ones over there. That's what I used them for. Oops, sorry if that went a bit fast. But yeah, just some other cabochons, some little wooden stars, just stuff. And this one, I've got my punches. I don't use a whole load of punches because I do tend to use die cuts, but these are the ones that I have got and use regular. At the bottom there, I've just got some large stencils and stuff. Great for coffee down and just mark making in general. Right, let's go over to my trolleys. Right, this was the first trolley that I bought. And but yeah, these hooks were on here because I used to have my washi tapes on this trolley, but they always used to keep falling off and, you know, sliding off and stuff every time I moved it. Drove me insane because having to pick it all up when you're busy crafting, just nah. Anyway, these trolleys are fab because you can move them about, put them away, so it looks a bit tidier, but you've got them to hand as well. So basically I've just got, well, the big items here. I've got coffee for spraying on paper there, just plain water in that one, alcohol for cleaning up, some brushes, some mediums, right, Mod Podge. That's the big glossy one there. Don't use that one that often, to be honest. Just, yeah, other mediums, texture pastes, watered down Mod Podge, another medium there, matte medium. And these S hooks are really good for like just hanging stuff on. If you want something to dry, it's just a great idea. And you can hang, you know, things like I've got like my cutting ruler there, which is handy for that. And also I've got all my stencils here as well, various makes, mostly Tim Holtz. I have some Mike Deacon stencils as well. He creates some good ones. So yeah, these S hooks are really good to hang on these trolleys. I've got some more scissors there. Just, you can hang whatever you want on them, you know, and it's just available, but out of the way from your table. I've just got some jewellery pliers there. Another handy stamping thing here. Got some clamps. There's my Big Bite. And more tapes. On this one, I've just got some bits that I use, like sort of recycled old pots. I like sticking glues and that in for pasting. There's a project that may get finished one day in that one. Turn it around. I've got some more brushes, brayers, mark making stuff, sewing machine oil. There's me stapler. But yeah, you get the picture. And that's all on that trolley. So I tend to just keep it over here and then just grab it when I'm creating. Yeah, so let's go over to my other one. And this one, I've just got at the top here all my stamps, some ink daubers. I've got my acrylic stamping plates there, and some StazOn inks in there, and some other wooden stamps. I've got some archival inks in there as well. There's my little stamp baron there. Down below, these used to have my oxide inks, and still until my collection just grew so big that it was just you know, boxes everywhere. So I now use the boxes that I've got. Like I said, I've got inks in one, I've got Tim Holtz ephemera in another, and over here I've got my paper dolls in the other one. But yeah, it's much better, to be honest. I mean, I know it may keep your inks good for longer, but opening boxes all the time just drives me mad. So I like to see what I've got. It's just easier. And it's not that I keep them too long, but they dry out anyway as they get used. These have just got like die cuts in. These little handy storage boxes because they stack. I've got quite a few there. This is just like another stamping set there. The letters and numbers. Sort of like a typeset. I don't use them that often either, to be honest. Let's see if I can get it shut again. Got some more daubers there. And they were courtesy of Temu as well. I don't do an awful lot of shopping on Temu because I know they do a lot of copywriting, infringement stuff. When I've shopped, I've noticed they've got a lot of Tim Holtz style stuff, shall we say, and other makers. There's just a lot of, you know, just be careful what you're buying is all I'll say. To be honest, I'm not going to go into that. Here I've just got a lot of like mixed media stuff for collage and what have you in there, just scrap paper and stuff. Got some digitals that have just been left over from projects, and some like vintage book pages and other ephemera in the bottom one. And underneath them I've just got some books, old magazines that I glue on when I'm creating. You get a lot of all these junk mail magazines that come through the post. Yeah, they get kept and they get glued on. Right, there's where my sewing machine was. I've just got a cupboard underneath. That just houses, yeah, I use a lot of glue stick, you can see that. And just some backup glues there. And just some bits, shall we say, just all stuff. Junk journal related, creation related, you know, some glitters at the back there. I don't use them that often. But yeah, it's just backup stuff basically in that cupboard. And I've just got some baskets there, which are handy for when I am creating journals, just to separate stuff, just so I can see it better when I'm creating. And there's just my spools of cotton down there. I've got two waste baskets. Yeah, very interesting. You really want to see my waste baskets. But I keep one for general waste and one for recycling, just so I try and keep as as much for recycling as much as possible, because we do use a lot of paper, and yeah, so yeah, I try to separate it as much as possible. Oh, and I've just got my little ironing stroke sewing felt there, and I think that's it. I think you've seen the lot, but yeah, there's some more cutting mats down there, and some mixed media paper, and a big watercolour paper there, and that's all that's down there. But yeah, I think you've seen the lot. So thanks for bearing with me. I hope this has not been too long. But I'm so pleased that I've got it done, because honestly it's been a job. It's been a job, I must admit. But what has helped is the fact that I've changed rooms. This used to be my bedroom, but I've now moved my bedroom into a slightly smaller one, because I just wanted the 2 windows just for extra light. And the bedroom that I'm in now just has 1 window, so I thought it made sense to change. I live by myself, I'm very lucky, so I'm able to choose and change things as and when I please. But yeah, what I like about it as well is the fact that I've got all this open space in the middle. So, I can just, when I'm sitting in my chair, I just swing here and there to whatever. I used to have, in my previous room, I had my desk in the middle, and yeah, you're forever walking around it, knocking stuff over. So I just love the fact that everything is just basically in a circle, and I can see everything and get to everything. So yeah, I'm giving myself a round of applause for a job well done, but it's no mean feat. It really isn't when you're tidying your craft room. But the easiest work I saved for changing rooms, I was able to clean everything, dust everything down, and it's spick and span at the moment. This won't last. Once I start creating again, this will soon get messy and what have you, but because it's open, it's easier to keep clean, vacuum, etc. And yeah, so yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments down below. I don't think I showed you my printer's board that I picked up for £10 in a local charity shop here, or antique shop. Just housing little bits and pieces in there, as you can see. But yeah, that is it. So thank you for bearing with me. I hope my filming has been alright and not too sick making. There's a wise owl, just keeping eye on the situation. Yeah, that's it. So thanks everybody for bearing with me, and I will catch up with you all soon, probably with the next flip through of the journal that I showed you. Until then, bye for now.